constant innovation, unparalleled education, groundbreaking global business education you'll find only at Oxford College of Business. That's because all we do, all we are, is business education.
Russia placed temporary restrictions on imports of tea and all other agricultural products from Sri Lanka on the 18th of December after an insect known as the cupra beetle was found in the packaging of one consignment of tea. Following Russia's announcement, President Maithripala Sirisena wrote to his Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin seeking a lift of the restrictions. Meanwhile, in a bid to create a conducive environment for negotiations to overturn the ban imposed by Russia, the Cabinet of Ministers decided on the 19th to defer the proposed ban on asbestos imports, which was due on January 1, 2018, until further review. Speaking at last week's Cabinet media briefing, Minister of Plantation Industries Navin Dissanayake hinted a link between Sri Lanka's decision to lift the ban on asbestos imports and ongoing efforts to have Russian restrictions lifted.
Yes. I think from the discussions that we've been having and what I have been saying for the last 10-15 minutes and the fact that my cabinet paper and the subsequent one is the asbestos one, you can conclude that there is a connection.
Russian-produced asbestos hold the largest market share in Sri Lanka, while Ceylon tea accounts for 23% of Russia's tea market. In light of the situation, last morning a team of 9 members comprising representatives from the Ministry of Plantation Industries and Ceylon Tea Board left for Russia from Sri Lanka. A meeting ensued today between officials from both countries at the Russian Plant Quarantine Institute in Moscow. Sri Lankan authorities had voiced that the discovery of an insect was an isolated event and that all efforts will be diverted to work with Russian authorities to resolve the issue. Speaking to First at 9, Sri Lankan ambassador to Russia, Dr. Saman Veerasinghe confirmed that Russia agreed to lift the ban from the 30th of December, adding that President Maithripala Sirisena's letter to his Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin aid in resolving the matter within a short span of time. Speaking to us today, Minister Navin Dissanayake said, had the ban continued, prices of tea would have been seriously impacted.
If the ban continued for a further period of time, there was a great risk that our tea prices and our tea production would have come down, because 11% of our tea production goes to the Russian Federation. So the speedy action of President and the Prime Minister and our technical team that went there, and the role of both ambassadors, our ambassador in the Soviet Union and the Russian ambassador here, has compelled the Russian authorities, to come to a quick decision on this matter.
Adding that Ceylon tea exporters will resume exports to Russia from the 30th of December.
It's a good news for us, and we were informed that the ban for our tea imports into Russia has been lifted from 30th, so we can start shipping after the 30th. Almost 12 days we were not allowed to ship from Sri Lanka. We have been, the delegation has negotiated, and Sri Lanka ambassador in Moscow has informed us that the thing has been sorted, but they will have a little bit of quarantine checks on our goods in the future. Generally our seas are of high standard, and also our quarantine systems are good. So we will not foresee any problems in the future.